Hello, my name is Jaden Manoj. I am a researcher at Hume-Fogg High School, and today I'm here with Miss Simsek, who is from Kyrgyzstan, and she's been living in Nashville for how many years?
4 years.
4 years. And could you just introduce yourself a little bit
Sure.
to the camera?
Thank you, Jaden. Hi, my name is Nesrin. I'm from Kurdistan. I'm a Kurdish. I have been a musician for 20 years. My instrument is dav, right there. It's a frame drum. It's like a hand drum. I'm teaching and playing.
Awesome. So I'm just going to ask you a couple questions so that me and everyone watching this can learn a little bit more about you. You know, where you're from, the kind of culture you come from, just that kind of stuff. So, in your community, how is this musical knowledge traditionally passed down? Is it taught formally, or is it something you learn through family or at community gatherings?
Thank you for this question. Uh, Let me tell you, at first my English not so well. That's why I write it down every questions, but it's my own question. Actually, this musical tradition is mostly passed down through family and community. We inherit it from our elders who play a very important role and teaching us. Even though it's not formal education, it's deeply meaningful way to learn. Before I migrated, I remember when I was a child, we often had power outages. During those moments, my father would carry it rhythm by tapping on the back of plastic container and sing songs. Those rhythms deeply touch my souls and they became a part of who I am today.
It's really cool.
Thank you.
So, my next question is when you play this traditional music here in Nashville, far from its geographic origins back in Kyrgyzstan, does the music take on a new meaning for you? Does it become a tool for preserving home?
Music has a universal power, as you know. It always finds a way to express itself, no matter where are you, living here far from my country and my loved ones, has made me realize how deep that connection truly is. Music is one of the strongest things that keeps me grounded. It carries my language, my culture, my identity in a place far from home. It becomes more than just music. It becomes a way of preserving who I am and where I come from.
It's really inspirational.
Thank you.
So, my third question, Nashville is globally branded as a country music city, right?
Right.
Yet it has this massive international population. In fact, I believe that Nashville has the largest Kurdish population in the United States. Do you feel your music exists in a separate bubble here? Or are you seeing cross cultural blending between your traditions and the wider city?
Honestly, Nashville is an incredibly vibrant and multicultural city. It brings together many different cultures and creates a space where people are treated with respect and openness. Because of this, my music doesn't feel isolated here. I become part of a larger cultural exchange. People are genuinely curious and respectful toward different traditions, and that really impressed me. We have been able to connect with audience in a meaningful way, and wherever we perform, we are met with strong interest and appreciation.
It's amazing.
Thank you.
So, in many cultures, music serves as a specific purpose beyond just entertainment, whether for healing, storytelling, protest, or celebration. What is the primary role or purpose of your music within the Kurdish community?
Music is important in every society, but in Kurdish culture, it holds a deeply sacred place. Our people have gone through a long history of hardship, genocide, displacement, exile, and oppression. And all of those experiences have been carried through music. Music is how we remember. It carries our history, our pain, and our resilience into the present. It has a powerful healing force. It can give strength, create joy, or experiences for sorrow.
Completely agree with that. Yes, that's amazing how long and how rich Kurdish history is, and how all these bad things, war, famine, all of this
Unfortunately.
stuff has just funneled its way and still has impacts on this kind of music, and it's still seen today. And I think that's really really beautiful that that stuff just still survives.
Yeah, thank you. We try to, you know.
So, looking at the younger generation of your community growing up here in the US, how are they engaging with this musical tradition? Are they preserving it in its pure form? Or are you seeing them fuse it with American genres to create new hybrid identities?
I see this very clearly through my own children. I have three kids, 18, 14, and 11. And my only youngest is interested in music. After we moved here, he told me he didn't want to sing Kurdish anymore. He wanted to sing in English. That showed me how to quickly new generations adapts. But for me, the most important thing is balance. I want my children to integrate into his society without losing who they are. I want them to feel proud of their roots.
Are your children still do they go to like church or temple with
Actually,
you?
school choir
School
group.
choir.
Yes, school
Okay.
choir. He has some events, festival, end of the year, something like that. He loves it. And then after that, he doesn't want to come with me here to sing Kurdish or, our traditional things.
Do they all speak Kurdish?
Here,
Yeah.
yes,
Okay.
here, yeah, 90% we speak in Kurdish, we play in the Kurdish. And then, the kids sometimes they wants to be like their friends.
Yeah. And final question for everyone listening. Um, for listeners like me who may not understand the language or the traditional scales you use, what should we be listening for in the music you're going to play us? What emotion or story transcends the language barrier?
Okay. When I am on stage, even while I am playing the deaf, I constantly observe and the audience try to connect with them through eye contact. Even without understanding the language, people can feel the music, the rhythm, the sound, and the energy created by deep emotional connection. Music speaks universal language. Even without words, people can feel emotion, and that connection becomes something truly meaningful. Even if you doesn't understand the verse or really lyrics, you can still emotion.
Emotion.
Yeah.
I love that.
Ah, thank you.
I I completely agree that music is not something that is necessarily understood or heard as much as it is felt. Would you agree with that?
Right. Yeah, totally. I agree with you because the most of time when we go to some event, the mostly it's traditional and every culture is over there. Even I didn't understand any lyrics or word, but I still can feel it and I love it because music has a stronger, meaningful, and a powerful.
Yes. Um, and I just want everyone to know that Miss Simsek was recently her organization. They had a ceremony at Plaza Mariachi, and I was there. And even before them, there was this Spanish trio that went on, and for both performances, I didn't understand a lick of anything. I didn't understand the words. I didn't understand the phrases, the meanings. I didn't get any of that. But I still found it just so beautiful, just through the dancing and the collaboration and the community. When I saw people get up and start dancing and moving and eating like these traditional foods, I thought that's really eye opening for me. That, and I saw people like me, like students who don't even speak these languages get up with their families and their friends, and they were dancing. And I thought that was really, really beautiful.
Thank you so much, and thanks for coming. Actually, it was a great night for us, and a very important, as you know, is the March 8th International Women's Day. It's really, really important for us because for years the Kurdish women fight with, their rights. That's why it's very important to celebrate, and not only for our community, for another people, as you mentioned it. Yeah, we invited the many different cultures, the different peoples, these different musicians and the singers. It's really incredible, and I love that. Thank you.
And I think that concludes this interview.